Hey guys, so today we're checking out the Rough Country High Clearance Front Bumper fitting all 2021 and newer Broncos. Now this will be a great addition to your Bronco if you're looking to increase your off-road capabilities with a front bumper that's going to provide you the clearance, protection, and utility that you need for the street and the trail. Now this is going to be a game changer if you want a bumper that you can customize to your own personal preference, creating custom appeal in addition to the aggressive styling here. This will feature a modular design offering the ability to build off of the bumper and create it your own with multiple mounting locations for fog and pod lights, as well as a 20-inch light bar and compatibility with RC's low mount winch plate and skid plates. This will also have a cutout in the center to allow adaptive cruise control abilities, but does come with a block-off plate for non-sensor models. Now the ends will also have a high sweeping angle, and the full setup here will have a compact design to allow better approach angles overall, getting you better clearance in off-road situations. This will have an 11 gauge steel skin here with a 17 gauge steel mounting point for optimal durability to protect the front end of the truck. Now, this will also have a nice textured black powder coat finish on top to prevent any rusting or corrosion on the steel underneath, but also to match with any other heavy duty accessories that you already have on your Bronco. Not to mention, this will work with the factory skid plates and factory frame mounted toe rings, so you don't have to sacrifice any of those OE features with this front bumper. This will be right in the middle when it comes to price at roughly $600. Now this will be a fully inclusive bumper offering multiple configurations with the modular design and the ability to customize it to your own personal preference. Others in the category may not offer as many light mounting options as this, or will include a different design overall with a tubular construction or the addition of a bull bar and so on. So I think if you're looking for a generally affordable bumper that will allow you to set up your rig the way that you want it, then this is going to be a great pick. Install will be a 2 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, taking you about 4 hours to get this mounted up and configured properly with some basic hand tools. Now at this point we can head over to the shop and check out a detailed breakdown of the install. So that's going to wrap it up for me. Let's go ahead and jump into it.
Tools used for this install: 3/8 electric impact gun, 13, 15, and 17 millimeter sockets, 3/8 ratchet, 13 millimeter wrench. Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to uninstall and install our front bumper here on our 21 Bronco. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do to remove our bumper here is take off our splash guard here. Now, as you can see, our vehicle's up on a lift. If you don't have a lift, you want to make sure if you jack it up, put it on jack stands and get it secure. So what I'm going to do is take my 15 millimeter. We got one here, one there, there's one under there, there, and there. I'm going to start removing these with my 15 millimeter, my 3/8 gun, and then we'll drop this down. So now we got all our 15 millimeters out. Just going to push forward and remove our shield. So now that we got our shield off here, what we're going to do is reach up inside here, and there's a wire connector that plugs into our lights here that are in our bumper. So we're going to have to reach up in here, disconnect that, pull that down. Then we'll be able to start taking our bumper apart to remove it, and it'll come off in one piece. So now up inside here, there is a wire connector right up inside here. And I'm going to try to get up in here and push on this connector right here. And when you push on the connector, I should be able to pull the connector apart like that, and pull this down, and we'll just put this back in with the bumper here. So now you're going to get up in here, and there's a connector right up in here. I'll push down on the clip. You hear it undo, just like it unclipped there, and then you just pull it down like that. And we'll put this with our bumper. So next, what we're going to do now, we got our wiring connector done. We're going to remove this piece here and this piece here. And to do that, all you're going to do is just pull on it like that, pop it off. Do the same with the other one. Pop it off like that. That'll give us access to these 3 here, and we'll be able to move them on both sides and be able to remove our bumper. So now we're going to remove these 3 15 millimeters right here. I'm going to take my 15 millimeter, my 3/8 gun. Now we'll do the same on the opposite side. And what I'm going to do is just hold the bumper like that. Take the bolt out, be able to grab the bumper and remove it. So now we have our old bumper removed. I have the new bumper here on the table with all the hardware that comes with it. Now on this bumper here, since our bumper did not have parking sensors, we're not gonna have to put parking sensors in this bumper or rip our old bumper apart. So what I'm gonna do is show you how to assemble this bumper, put our parking sensor brackets in, and we're gonna be using plugs to do that. And we'll finish putting our shield in here where our light bar would go if you had it. We don't have it. We're going to have this piece here that goes in instead. We have to put our wings on, our brackets here that go in the back to hold it into place. So we'll start on one side and then work our way forward, and we'll get this bumper assembled. The first thing we're going to do is take our extension here that goes on the bumper here, and this is where the parking sensor would go on this piece. We're going to take our parking sensor bracket. We're going to put that in place. They give you a little nut. We're going to slide that in, screw this on just to hold this in place here into the wing here, as I call it. And I'll get that tight. And then since we don't have parking sensors, we're just going to take the insert, push it in place here like that. That's pretty much what it's going to look like. Next, we're going to take our bolts that are supplied in our kit, and we're going to attach this to this piece here and tighten it up. So now I have it in place. I'm going to take my 13mm with my flat washers, and there's going to be 4 of them here that we're going to put in. We're going to take a flat washer on the opposite side, and the nut that was supplied in the kit. Get this started. Once I get one started, it should sort of hold it in place like that. Now we can start another one. Flat washer and nut. Pretty much like that. And we'll install our other 2. Like that. Again, flat washer and a nut. And then we'll line our bracket up here where it sits even with the other part of the bumper. I'm going to take my 13mm ratchet with socket, my 13mm wrench, and we're going to tighten these up. Now you're just going to want to repeat this whole install procedure and inserting the bumper sensor bracket here and tighten your nuts up on the other side. So now we have our bumper extensions put on, our bumper sensor plugs in place here. We have everything tightened up. We're going to work on our bracket piece right here. We're going to take this studded welded plate here. It's going to go on the back side of this and come up through like that. And in the kit, they're going to give you these pieces of plastic here. You're pretty much just going to slide them over like that. They give you 3 to do it, to hold it in place. And that way, once we get it on our vehicle, we'll be able to hold this in place. Now you're going to want to just repeat that same procedure on the opposite side. So next, we're going to put in our insert here into our bumper. We're going to kind of get it sat in place. Pretty much like that. We're going to take a 13mm with 2 flat washers here. We're going to push it through here. In fact, you're going to want to go this way with it, like that. And then a flat washer and a nut. We're going to do the same on this side. I'll make sure it's where it's supposed to be, just like that. I'm going to take my ratchet with a 13mm socket, my 13mm wrench. I'm going to tighten these 2 up. Same on this side. Next, we're going to put our 2 bumper sensor bracket or connector holders here. We're going to put these in place, put plugs in them because our bumper don't have them. So So now we're going to put this in this hole right here. Take our plastic nut that we got, put it on the back side of here, snug it up. Now if you had your bumper sensor, instead of putting this insert in, you would just push your bumper sensor through here and it would come out to that tip. I'm going to push that in place like that. Come on this side, do the same. Insert this through, take our plastic nut, put this on the back side of it, tighten it up like that. Take our cap, push it in place, and that is pretty much the assembly of our bumper. Now we're ready to install it onto our Bronco. So now before we install our front bumper, I'm going to take a 15 millimeter here, remove these two bolts here, remove our crash bars, because when we stick our bumper on, we're going to see them. So if you want, just take a 15 millimeter like I'm going to do. You can remove your crash bars. If you want to keep them on, it's up to you, but we're going to take them off of here. And they just slide out like that. Now you're going to want to repeat the same procedure on the opposite side. So now that we have our bumper assembled over from our workbench here, I have it down on the ground. I'm going to pick it up, put it on the vehicle. I'm going to start a flat washer nut on one side and then start a flat washer nut on the other side. Then we'll lift our truck back up, start the others, and tighten them up. We got one started on that side. I'm going to come over here and do the same. Now I got one starter on that side, one starter on this side. We'll lift the truck up and we'll start our other one. So now what I'm going to do is finish installing our washers and nuts. One here, one up here. Take our flat washer and nut that was supplied in our kit and do another one right here. Might be a little hard to see. I'm just going to get them on like that. Then what I'm going to do is take my 17 millimeter socket with my 3/8 ratchet, tighten these up. Now that I have those tight, we'll tighten the outer one that I put on first when we installed the bumper. So we got one more that we put on when we put the bumper on right here. I'm going to take my 17 millimeter socket and ratchet and tighten this one up. Now you're going to want to just repeat that same procedure on the opposite side. And now I'm on the other side, got my 17 millimeter socket again with ratchet. We're going to tighten these two up. It's a little tricky to get in here to get this one. And now that I have those tight, I already tightened my outer one up. That'll wrap up this install. That wraps up this review and install of our Rough Country high clearance front bumper for Broncos. Thanks for watching, and for all things Bronco, keep it right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.